Hi guys, welcome. Today we're going to be working on another interior video. So we've got 3 Mile Deep products. This is Refresh, which is an antiviral, antibacterial cleaner. Ready to use, spray on, let dwell for 1 minute, and then allow to air dry or wipe off with further clean with high quality microfiber cloth. Elevate, which is a trim dressing. Shake well, do not dilute, apply a small amount to a clean and dry microfiber applicator, allow to dry or immediately wipe off. Further layers are not required but can be used to give you more gloss. And then we have glass cleaner, Vision dedicated glass cleaner. The first thing that I will say is I've messed with Refresh off camera and I like it a lot. It has a scent that reminds me of Kosh Chemi Fresh Up. So if you're familiar with Fresh Up, this smells a lot like it, but it is a cleaner. It's got a good finish, so we'll spray a little bit on here. I've done it on seats. Let's grab a window too, just to see if it streaks, because like I mentioned before in other videos, I always seem to get interior cleaner accidentally on the window. So that wiped right off, no issues. So let's see if we've got this kind of on our door, let it dwell for a minute. Let's see how she does. So this car obviously isn't very dirty, but we've got some glossy things here. We've got some leather, we've got some vinyl. We've got a little bit of dirt here on the pocket, some fingerprints and stuff, smudges, things like that. So we're just gonna let this sit, see how it does. Honestly, worked really well. It's got a great scent. Like I mentioned, it reminds me of Kosh Chemi Fresh Up, if you're familiar with that. Fresh Up is a scent. This is a cleaning product, so they are different products. But you know, overall, I like the scent of this. So if you were going to clean your car and then follow it up with a scent because you're somebody who likes scents in your vehicle, Fresh Up might be something really nice to follow this with. Worked well, nice matte finish, came off the window cleanly. Everything that you could ask for in an interior cleaning product. It honestly reminds me a lot of Pilot, which is actually saying a great thing because I really do like Pilot. ADS Pilot, or Armor Detail Supply Pilot, is one of my favorite interior cleaners as like just a regular maintenance cleaning product. Not a deep clean, but a regular maintenance cleaning product. Now I did try using it on the steering wheel in the Corolla, which is pretty rough. And what I found is that it is capable of deep cleaning something that is really caked on and really, really dirty. But you have to let it sit for a minute and you have to let it dwell for a bit. So, you know, for something like that, I would probably use something like Clean Tool Interior Plus. I think that that's a stronger cleaner overall. But as like a regular maintenance product, I think this is actually a really, really good option. Smells great, works well, ready to use in the spray bottle. I've enjoyed using this. And I cleaned my entire car with it, including seats. I tested Vision. Vision is their dedicated glass cleaner. This worked very well. I will say that glass cleaners in general, I'm not incredibly picky about them. And a lot of that's because Stoner Invisible Glass works really well and it's very inexpensive. This has some stiction to it. When you spray it on the glass, it doesn't really run down, which I kind of like. The sprayers are excellent. These Spray Plus sprayers are really, really good. So you can kind of put it right where you want it to be and you can adjust the spray so you're not applying too much or too little. Works very well. Wiped right off my glass, worked well on my tint, worked well on my regular just glass on the exterior of the vehicle. Single wipe, I didn't even use a dedicated glass towel, I just used a regular microfiber, worked perfectly fine. So I like this quite a bit. I do like the idea of being able to dilute it 1-to-1 with clean water to get you just a little bit more dwell time before you have to wipe it off. When you're using this type of product in the heat, sometimes you spray it on your window and it's immediately vaporized and it's hard to wipe it off. So having something that you could just dilute a little bit, get a little bit more out of it if you're cleaning in the sun, I think that that's really nice. Worked very well, happy with that. Next we tested Elevate. Elevate is an interior trim dressing. So we applied this onto the door panel, I sprayed it on, I also used a rag, I got some on the window, I was able to wipe it right off the window, no issue. It's a little bit glossier than I would like. Now it is a dressing. Dressings are intended to be a little bit glossier. So for me personally, I would probably just use the Refresh all the time. And I don't know that I would use Elevate very often because Elevate made my interior a little bit glossier than I tend to like it. The gloss was very consistent. It was easy to smooth out and make it look the same all the way across the doors. It wasn't blotchy or streaky or anything. So if you do like a small amount of gloss, this could be a good option for you. Obviously, you can apply more and make it glossier if you want it to be. They do tell you that right on here. If you want to let it sit for longer, you want to apply a little bit more, add more layers, it will enhance gloss. You know, I knew that Mile Deep had some exterior cleaning products that were really good. I had heard that from other creators. I'd heard that from the release of the products, but nobody really mentioned any of the interior stuff. And honestly, I really like Refresh. I think it could be a replacement for Pilot for me. The trim dressing, I don't care about all that much. You know, it's just one of those things. It is what it is. I don't like gloss. It's a personal preference. I think that the product actually works well. It's stackable. I think it's what you would expect. If you want a trim dressing, it's probably a really good product for that. The glass cleaner worked very well. I think with that, it comes down to how cost effective it is and whether it makes sense. I like the idea of diluting it for somebody who's detailing outside. But anyway, that's all I have for today. This line has been a lot of fun to test. Really enjoying some of these products. I think I only have 3 more. So I have, or 2 more. I have Shield and Sheen. Both of those are foam-on sealants. So we're gonna have to wait until the next time I'm washing a car and we'll have to foam these on. One is a foam-on ceramic and the other is a foam-on wax protectant. So we'll test those out, see how they are, and go from there. But this line is coming to a close pretty quick. There's only, I think, 13 products in it. We're working through it pretty quick, but overall, pretty pleased with everything so far and nice, solid. It honestly reminds me a lot of ADS, just in the UK, right? Similar bottles, similar products. I like it. That's not a bad thing. I really do like ADS. I think that they make an excellent product. Their iron remover was excellent. Their tar remover was excellent. And then, you know, these interior products, the Refresh is really good. So we'll do a full line review at the end. That'll be my 2 videos from now. But anyway, thank you for watching and have a great day.